hello. My
Why
name.
hello there, oh boy.
Great. Okay, great. You just gotta get these fucking jokes out of the way then. Okay. My name is That One Medic. I am joined here by my pinhead dipshit friend known as QWERTY. Say hi, QWERTY.
Hi, I'm a keyboard.
What we were essentially doing today is I stole this idea from Dako, and I've already put in a copyright thing on it, so I'm fucking gonna sue him for this. We're doing a Five Nights at Freddy's tier list. Because I like most of these games, but I just want to like put my own fucking opinions on this shit like that. So, QWERTY will also be here doing the exact same thing with me, and he's gonna be like commenting on things and like putting his own like games in their own separate tiers. So,
yes, because I have separate opinions.
Yes, and of course. Yeah, of course, as you say, opinions, this video is heavily opinion-based, just because if I rank a game higher than one game that you like or lower than the game that you might like, unfortunately, I can't really do much about that because it's my opinion. Sorry about that. Anyways.
I can. If you disagree with me, I'm coming directly to your house and I'm gonna break your fucking kneecaps.
Okay, that's
because
fine.
I have the objectively correct tier list.
Alright, well, I guess without further ado, I'm shit with giving my opinions on things, so let's begin with the game that started everything. Five Nights at Freddy's 1. Now, I really like Five Nights at Freddy's 1. It kind of sets the scene of how you're gonna, like, expect most of these games to, like, span out from, like, FNaF, like, 1 through 4, Sister Location, like, Pizzeria Simulator, and, like, kind of onwards. It kind of stops, like, after UCN. But I think for a first game, like, nothing can really be changed about it. I mean, sure, yeah, it is kind of, like, slow, and it feels like you're not really doing a whole lot in some of, like, the later nights, but I gotta say, like, for setting games up, I would say that Five Nights at Freddy's 1 is, like, the perfect way how to, like, you know, introduce people to new genre things.
Back in 2014, this was pants-shittingly scary.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, the amount of fear. I mean, it's not quite as scary now.
Yeah, it's not as scary as now, but back then it did like scare a lot of fucking people. If
you saw FNaF 1, you simply died.
Well, I mean, technically, like if you think about it, like just because like if you like after years over time, like if like these games like stop being scary, they could still get you sometimes.
Right.
But I gotta say, like,
anyway,
other things with, like, Five Nights at Freddy's, like, the mystery behind the lore and how of all the 5 kids that were gone missing at this pizzeria and shit like that happened. And, like, it doesn't really key or clue you into any of the ideas that was going on and stuff like that. You just kind of have to do a little bit of, like, speculation and stuff like that. Also,
there's mysteries, but, like, you know, he's just throwing some questions out there, like, oh, hey, what happened to the kids? Yes.
What happened to the kids? Sure. What's up with Golden Freddy? Is Phone Guy actually dead? The Bite of 87 question mark? Is the Phone Guy actually dead? And all of those shit probably won't even be answered in the meantime. So, I guess like when it comes to like sound design and like atmosphere and all that stuff like that, I would say that Five Nights at Freddy's 1 as the first game is actually pretty good. It doesn't have a whole lot of...
It has one of the best atmospheres. It's got a lot of funky noises that really create fear and stuff.
Although the replayability, I know this is kind of like based off of Dako's thing, but like the replayability isn't really like there all that much. It's just like, sure, like it is a good game, but it kind of gets boring after a while. We're just sitting going back and forth, like clicking on the buttons, making sure everyone's in their quote unquote proper places. I feel like the only time where shit actually gets like stressful and kind of quote unquote fun, if you love getting kicked in the balls as fun, is like 420 mode. Then I guess it spices up the game just a little bit, but not too much. So
yeah, there's not exactly a whole lot of replayability, but still, you respect the classic, you know.
I might also one thing to note real quick. Sorry for interrupting, but I'm thinking what I'm gonna do is like after like I put a game in a specific tier list, I might like go back at some point and just be like, oh well, I think I probably treated this a little bit too harshly, or oh let me clear up some things with this thing. I might like move it like around the tier list and stuff like that. So. As I'm looking at one of these games, I'm not going to say which one of the games it is. I guarantee you there's probably going to be a little bit of like a back and forth like conversation, maybe a bit of disagreement.
Honestly, I feel like there are more FNaF games that I think most people, or at least there's some portion that disagree on whether like each game is good. Like I think FNaF's 3, 4, Sister Location, and Security Breach all have very different parts of the community saying, oh no, these are good, and oh no, these are bad.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. So I think as of right now, in case if my opinion changes like later at some point, I think I'm going to put Five Nights at Freddy's 1 in the A tier.
You know, that's a very solid place to start.
Were you gonna put it like in a different tier? Do you have like a little bit of disagreement saying like it belongs in kind of like in B tier, or do you think it's A tier material?
No, I think it's A bare minimum, and I might be willing to put it in S. It kind of depends on how I rank the rest of these games, really. But it's
really,
either it's like
we're not really
it's
going
like
by
A and a
nostalgia,
half.
to be honest.
It's A and a half.
We're not really going to be doing like nostalgia on this or anything. It's just going to be just like ranking them from like gameplay and stuff like
The
that.
objective truth.
Or maybe a little bit of nostalgia. I don't know. Okay.
No. This is only the objective truth on that one Medic YouTube channel.
But yeah, honestly, I would say, or I don't know what I was gonna say. I was gonna move on to the next game. Do we have any other closing thoughts?
FNaF 1, very good.
Yeah, FNaF 1, very good game. FNaF 2, however, FNaF 2, this is actually a really, really good game. I absolutely fucking love Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Like, the atmosphere is like, essentially feels like being out in the middle of like a fucking like ocean. Like, anything could come at you from like any single different fucking area. And you have like no idea when or how something is going to strike at you.
And it's definitely one of the more chaotic, panic-inducing games.
Yeah, I was going to bring that up. Yeah, because it's like what is it? I think like the FNaF World trailer and like how Scott Cawthon wanted to make this game. The second game is I love it just because of how fucking chaotic it is and like how crazy it is. It's definitely a step up from Five Nights at Freddy's 1. Just because, you know, you have to focus on the vents and Balloon Boy and fucking all the other things like that. And plus, it also brings in some of my absolute most favorite animatronics in the series as of right now. The Withered animatronics and the Puppet. I absolutely love those fucking characters.
Look at Withered Bonnie. Look at his stupid lack of his face. How can you not love that lack of face?
I thought full on, like, no fucking joke, I thought you were gonna say, like, look at his face. I'm like, what face? He doesn't have a face. He's fucking faceless. But yeah,
I stole his face. It's in my room.
I mean, like, playing like the first Five Nights at Freddy's game and then jumping into the second one is kind of like a huge like either like step back or like couple steps forward, because like you're expecting there to be like doors, and then oh shit, the only thing you really have to like fucking defend yourself is this goddamn Freddy Fazbear mask and a goddamn flashlight and a music box, and that's it. You have nothing else to defend yourselves with. You don't get any doors.
Oops, no doors.
Like, even though like if you run out of like, not really like power, but like if you run out of like flashlight battery, it doesn't like essentially like kill you directly, but essentially just means like you're fucked. I mean, you're dead anyways because Withered Foxy just haha funny I exist, but you're fucked. You're absolutely just fucked. Also, don't mind the background noises that you're hearing in the video, but honestly, I gotta say, and you can disagree if you want to, I'm putting Five Nights at Freddy's 2 in S tier. I fucking love this game so much.
Yeah, I think it's a notch above the original. Like, I don't think it's way better, but it does improve on a lot of things, and for that I also put it in my equivalent to S tier, because I renamed all the tiers very stupid things as a joke.
Definitely. Okay. Alright, so now this is where we'll probably extend our talking time a little bit more. So, Five Nights at Freddy's 3. So I may or may not have heard from a specific keyboard that unfortunately this is one of his least favorite games out of the series. You want to give us a reason why? Or...
Okay. Listen.
I'm not making fun of you. I'm not making fun of you.
I love Springtrap. I love my boy. Look at him.
I fucking love Springtrap too. Dude.
And it's got some great lore. Unfortunately, I absolutely dislike the gameplay immensely.
Yeah, I can.
Unfortunately, I feel like it's just very boring and not fun.
Yeah, it's essentially like Five Nights at Freddy's 2, but like it's kind of like somehow worse. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not agreeing with you saying
if you took out all the fun bits.
I'm not gonna say like, oh, I'm like, you know, because I'm agreeing with you, I'm gonna put it like in D tier, like create like an F tier or something like that. No, because no, fuck, I didn't want to put that there. I still absolutely love Five Nights at Freddy's 3, mostly just because like how fucking fast Springtrap like runs around the entire goddamn building. You have to like stop him from like getting to specific places and shit like that. But yeah, I would agree that the gameplay is kind of boring. I can understand why you find it to be boring, because essentially it's just the same thing over and over again. You start the game, look at all the way to the left, you go all the way to the right, click on the thing, find where Springtrap is, oh, got an audio error, close that, scroll all the way to the other side, reboot that, and then, oh, camera system's gone out, ventilation's gone out, fucking everything's gone out, Foxy keeps jump scaring me, Freddy's like there vibing in the background. It's like, I can understand why you don't really like Five Nights at Freddy's 3 all that much, and I can totally get it.
However, I have kind of changed my mind a bit, because I like Springtrap a lot in this game, and I feel like this game really does a lot for lore. A lot of good things for the lore, TM.
Because to be honest, like Springtrap is like in my opinion, like one of the fucking best like models to ever come out with the Five Nights at Freddy's series.
Definitely.
But they unfortunately, Scott kind of unfortunately put him like in a kind of like mid-tier game that's like all right, like the first couple times, but it gets boring afterwards. I'm still stuck on Night 3 because this fucker moves fast. Or not Night 3, Night 6. Why did I say Night 3? I can get past Night 3. What the fuck? I'm not that weak of a baby child. I'm stuck at Night 6. There we go.
I respect what this added for the series. However, the gameplay, bad.
Yeah.
Go away. So I'm gonna put it in B tier. I feel like that's a fair spot for it.
I kind of have to give it like a little bit more credit where credit is due, because this was like the game that like everybody was like hyped up for. Like I remember like actually like waiting for this game to like come out, because I was like so fucking curious of what the hell was actually going to go on in the third Five Nights at Freddy's game.
God, I remember the teasers. I remember there was this one teaser where I think an early model of Springtrap was like shrouded in shadow, and everyone was like, "Oh, what's his name? Is it Salvage?" I think that was.
Oh no, dude! No, dude! If you take the image and if you mirror it, it's Fredbear.
It's exactly. You guys.
So, to be completely honest, although I can agree with your entire thing for B tier, I gotta say, in my opinion, I would probably put it like in A tier, but just under Five Nights at Freddy's 1. I mean, I'm not saying it's like. I'm not 100% saying that it's like one of the greatest games that ever come out in the series, but it's like, yeah, it's good. It's good, but it's kind of mid, so it's all right. All right, Five Nights at Freddy's 4. I cannot play this game without fucking shitting my pants and getting a heart attack every time I go up to the door.
If I open Five Nights at Freddy's 4 on my computer, and I immediately have a heart attack and die.
No, because you've seen me like play this game like on Discord. If you had heard me, it's just like, oh, I really want to go play Five Nights at Freddy's 1, or oh, I want to play Five Nights at Freddy's 2. It's not because I was just bored. It's because I'm a fucking baby.
What baby noise?
Because I
look at him, little baby man.
Okay, besides me like saying that like, oh, like I can't play this game because it's like way too scary, I gotta say this game is actually like really, really good. Like the atmosphere and like the jump scare setups is fucking perfect. All of like the nightmare designs are so good. But I especially love Nightmare Fredbear. I especially love Nightmare Fredbear, Nightmarion, and Nightmare. I love those guys so fucking much.
Yeah,
they're really good. They're really good. I really like them. Just everything about Five Nights at Freddy's 4 is actually pretty good. I can't really think if there's any like bad things about Five Nights at Freddy's 4. I guess kind of like when you fight against like Fredbear or Nightmare or Nightmarion or whatever.
I think the only knock is I don't know if this is the common consensus now or whatever, but I think at the time it threw like all the monkey wrenches into the lore.
Yeah, I'm, like,
and
I wasn't
shit,
gonna
and it
say,
kind of fucked around with that.
I wasn't gonna really criticize the lore all that much. I'm just saying, like, this game can actually get like pretty difficult, like onwards, because like you've like, have you seen Markiplier like try to like beat like night whatever it was, like 5 or something like that? It was like fucking Nightmare Fredbear and Nightmare running around, and him like fucking raging because of like the fake laughs, or like, I still don't understand how those laughs really work, but it's like.
But honestly, though, FNaF 4 is a top tier game.
Yeah, FNaF 4 is a top tier game. I don't really mind the lore all that much because, like, God, what was the like canonical like order of like all the Five Nights at Freddy's games? Was it like 4, 2, and 1? Then it's like was it like Sister Location? Or,
The thing is, I don't know. I know. I don't think Sister Location is really entirely confirmed where that one is. But if you throw Sister Location in the dumpster, the canon timeline is 4 to 1 3 Pizzeria Simulator, Ultimate Custom Night, Help Wanted, and then Security Breach.
Also,
and AR doesn't count.
This
Nobody cares about AR.
Yeah, we're gonna get to AR pretty soon here, but like, this is not really like much of like a sponsor or anything like that. Like, I'm not like, he's not like telling me.
He's been sponsored by Scott Cawthon, guys.
No. What I'm gonna recommend is watch the video called "The Complete Five Nights at Freddy's Story Explained by Wendigoon." He does a pretty good job of explaining all of this stuff and like the lore and shit like that, the timelines. It's pretty good. I would recommend that you watch it. But yeah, not sponsored at all. Okay, but anyways.
And here I'm gonna talk about FNaF 4 more because I'm interrupting you. Haha, it's my YouTube channel now.
No, it's mine.
Mine.
I made the Wonder Tart meme. Fuck you. Well, I didn't make it. I just made my own version of it. So.
And also, I think overall the designs here are really spooky.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, maybe I'm just a little baby man. Like, I don't get the whole trying too hard thing, which I think a lot of people complained about. And a lot of people complain about the designs for this game, but I think they're pretty solid. Very spooky in my
I
opinion.
don't think I've ever really heard a whole lot of people like complain about how much they don't like the nightmare designs.
No, because I know, I think when the game came out, like, a lot of people thought this game just wasn't scary, and that FNaF wasn't scary anymore, and that was dying. If you go, I know back when he still made horror videos, like, you could tell in PewDiePie's playthrough that he was just not scared in the slightest.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that kind of influenced the community some.
But like coming back to it nowadays, FNaF 4 is still fucking like scary, dude. Like, I don't care what you say about the series. I don't care if you say that Five Nights at Freddy's 4. To me, it's actually fucking horrifying.
Yeah, I never got that argument because to me it's one of the spookiest in the series. But anyway,
because I haven't really played Help Wanted all that much, and I kind of heard like that game is actually fucking scary too if you play it in VR. But it's like, if we're not including like Help Wanted and onwards, all of these other games can try their hardest to be fucking scary. Nothing can top Five Nights at Freddy's 4. This game is actually fucking horrifying. Like, shit your pants.
Counterpoint,
scary.
We'll get to this later. I think Pizzeria Simulator comes really close.
Maybe, yeah.
Pizzeria Simulator scared the shit out of me.
But I guess
anyway,
with all that out of the way, I'm gonna put this in S tier. Though I am I am wondering if I prefer Five Nights at Freddy's 4 over 2 or vice versa. I might just leave it like this as of right now, to be honest. All right, so another game, Five Nights at Freddy's World, or FNaF World.
I think it's all right. I don't think it's.
Yeah, it's a weird fucking game.
Yeah,
like,
it's definitely.
I really enjoyed playing this game when it came out back at the time.
I played it again pretty recently, and it's pretty solid, especially with the DLC stuff that came out, or wasn't DLC, it was an update or whatever.
It was update 2.
Yeah. Like, I know it's not like the greatest RPG ever or whatever, but honestly, it's all right.
I mean, like, I guess like the cutesy like character models are like okay, I guess. Like, I get that, like, if you're making like an RPG game, you don't want to make like them look like too like horrific or something like that. Maybe it's just because Scott would find it like really difficult to animate, which I can find that fair, because like with some of the Sister Location characters and onwards, Jesus Christ, those fucking models look really, really difficult to render. So,
but I'm gonna put it. I don't know. I'm thinking like B or C.
yeah, I was thinking
C&A.
B or C because like I'm not saying it's like the worst like Five Nights at Freddy's related content that came out, but it's like it's all right, but it's not like a game that I would like most recommend to people if they talk about like, oh, like, what's your Five Nights at Freddy's games? I mean,
I think I'm gonna put it in at like a high C. You know.
But I'm saying, like, if you're gonna be like talking to one of your friends, and like if you like recommend like Five Nights at Freddy's World to them, that's completely fine. But for me, I probably wouldn't do that. So I think I'll probably put it in high C too, to be honest.
Yeah.
All right. Well, go ahead.
Very, very solid. That's all I was gonna say.
All right. Well, now this is where things get a little bit controversial. Five Nights at Freddy's sister location. I am not a big fan of this game, to be honest.
I feel like that's a more Now, here's a very important question that's gonna affect some opinions. Do we include the custom night update or not?
I would say
just
probably
base
not.
game?
Just base game. Ignoring like the DLC with custom night added, just like normal.
So.
Because I like the DLC.
Are we gonna ignore the DLC for all of these? Because some of these have pretty major DLC, like Help Wanted, FNaF 4 Halloween update probably qualifies as DLC.
Well, I mean, I already talked about like Nightmarion and that one, so I guess that one gets an exception. But like, I guess not really much for Help Wanted though, in sister location.
So, because without the DLC, sister location has extremely boring gameplay. At least, well, I'm not gonna say that. I think, but it's about on par with like FNaF 3. There just isn't all out there gameplay wise.
Yeah, like to be completely honest, I'm not just saying like, oh, I dislike this game because it kind of takes away from the entire like sit and survive tactic things. That's not 100% true. I do really like the idea that you actually get to like explore around the building. It's kind of like partial free roaming, but not really, since you're still stuck going like on one path directly where the game wants you to go. I feel like the gameplay is just fine. It's kind of more of like the characters and maybe a bit of like the story that I just didn't really like a whole lot. Especially,
yeah, that's fair, because this is kind of when FNaF started to become less funny, spooky, and more haha funny science.
Yeah.
Science fiction,
like,
haha.
I know that there's probably gonna be like maybe like this video fucking won't get anywhere, and honestly I don't even know why I keep saying like, oh, maybe this will get controversial, but like, to be completely honest, when it comes to the characters, I only like one character, and that's the main man himself, not main man himself, but like main Freddy himself, Funtime Freddy, because I absolutely love Kellen Goff's voice for Funtime Freddy.
Yeah, both Ballora and Baby are bad. Go away. I don't like them.
Yeah, because okay, I'm gonna be a little bit honest with Baby, and like maybe there's gonna be someone who's gonna like fucking take my thing, or like take my entire channel, or take me in person, like slam me into the fucking ground, like in a dumpster, and call me stupid and dumb. I was really hoping and expecting there would be kind of like a little bit more to like Baby, because I would have actually loved to see like Baby like stalk us or something like that, and like do some like weird crazy shit with us. But she's just kind of like, we're gonna hide her away from you until like when you get to see her, like when you enter in the code and send her off to fucking wherever it was. That's like the only
that's the only time you see her in game. I just thought about that. That's really weird.
Because like you don't even see her like in fucking in custom night either.
Well,
that's
to be fair, you see each character like once per night.
Yeah.
So like, I guess you technically see Ballora twice because of the scooping thing.
Yeah. But like, I was just kind of like expecting there just to be a little bit more stuff with Baby and all that stuff. Again, you can completely like Five Nights at Freddy's sister location. You can put it like at S tier or A tier, or fucking make like an S plus or like Goku rank or something like that. That's completely fine. I was just kind of hoping there would just be a little bit more with you know, babying like some other things and stuff like that. So unfortunately for me, I'm gonna have to put this kind of like in mid-tier of C. I don't want to put it in D because I don't absolutely hate the game. I'm just putting it in a lower tier, unfortunately.
I'm gonna put it in B tier, and I'm just gonna throw this out here real quick. If we include the custom night update, for me it would actually probably be A tier, like a low A tier.
To be honest,
but for now, without
like
that update, I put it in at the bottom of B tier.
I really like the custom night for Five Nights at Freddy's Sister Location. It kind of gets back to like the tried and true formula of like Five Nights at Freddy's like gameplay and stuff like that. And I do also like the lore indications behind like the mini games where like you're playing as like Michael Afton, you're like walking down the street, but you're just like becoming more and more purple, more decayed and shit like
and
that.
decrepit, and then you barf up robot spaghetti.
And then the part where Michael's like trying to talk to his father, and then when Springtrap shows up at the end, oh, I fucking love that part. But everything else is just kind of it's all right. It's not my favorite game, but it's all right. Anyways, next game is Pizzeria Simulator. I kind of like Pizzeria
Doc,
Simulator.
you should check.
Oh my god.
So
I'm gonna. Okay, you know what? Okay, audience at home, you probably can't see this, but Cordy sent me one of my most favorite, and one of his most favorite soundtracks in the entire Pizzeria Simulator game called Smashing Windshields. It's the music that plays when you get like the Midnight Motorist arcade
secret,
and you get to like
you buy that and then you get the secret. Anyway, so this
my editor
Pizzeria Simulator has Smashing Windshield, so therefore it's the best game in the series. End of story.
Okay, well come on, you actually have to give it a little bit more than just that, to be honest.
Well, to be fair, it is actually probably my favorite game in the series.
Yeah.
Like that's even on because I don't know. The only thing that I can kind of rag on in this is I don't really like the animatronic designs. Like Scrap Trap.
Yeah, I was, you know, I was actually just about to say like this. So like, all right, like I would just like throw my hands up into the air, just like, all right, we're at Pizzeria Simulator. Go ahead, Cordy. Talk about how much you fucking hate Scrap Trap. I'm not saying I like Scrap Trap either. I don't like Scrap Trap.
Scrap Trap looks like utter ass. My God,
peanut ass.
Look at how they massacred my boy. Look at the Springtrap over there in the tier list. Look at how they massacred my boy.
They completely massacred my actual fucking child. Like if I could, okay, I'm gonna be completely honest. It's gonna sound really weird once I say this. If I could like cosplay as like any Five Nights at Freddy's characters, Springtrap would be like high tier.
Yeah, look. Hold on, copy. Look at this impeccable, beautiful robot design, and then
yeah, it's like here.
And then you just got this, and then you got what is this?
What is this?
Well, what is this? Why? Stupid. Look at him. He's stupid. He's stupid.
Yeah.
He's stupid. Look at his blocky ass texture.
They completely. I'm sorry, Scott, but like a lot of people can like say this too. He kind of like completely ruined Springtrap's design for Pizzeria Simulator. Like I don't like looking at Scrap Trap. Even like looking in like side, maybe like I don't really know what it is exactly about it that makes him like really bad. But I guess maybe like his suit. His suit is fine. It's just his insides that like don't really look good.
I think it's mostly like the head. Like you can, first of all, the head is like. The eyes look really weird and not menacing. It looks like he's doped up or he's high or something. The ears are way too small. His what is that? His left arm looks really kind of stupid. The blocky texturing is really just I don't know. It looks lazy, to be honest. And also bone ears. Bone ears.
I was also gonna say something hilarious, not related to the bone ears. If Funko ever releases a Scrap Trap plushie, it's gonna look so bad. It's gonna look so bad. I'm calling it now. But like,
bone.
I gotta say, like, the
Bone
reason
ears.
I gotta say, I love the reason why, like, I love normal Springtrap so much is because, like, if you look at Springtrap, you know, he looks like he's like rotting and like he's fucking. Oh, whoops! He's actually saw my desktop, but like, he's like rotting and like decayed and all that shit, and like it looks like he has like a fucking like smile on his face the entire goddamn
Like
time.
Springtrap is a robot, and this looks like
And
like
this
looks like
What is
just a
this?
cloth suit. Like there's no.
Wait, look at his feet. Wait, look at his feet. What the fuck? What the fuck? Is this like a different like spring Bonnie suit?
No, I think the current lore theory is that he somehow got out of Springtrap and then got into Scrap Trap, which is just a real downgrade.
But how was the Scrap Trap like fucking animatronic suit made? Did he make it? Was
I don't
it like
think
another
I
one?
don't think Scrap Trap was an animatronic, because like if you look at the design, there ain't no way you're gonna fit an endoskeleton in there. That's like a fursuit. That's
Yeah.
fursuit size.
Yeah. But like, what
Like-
the hell? Like, oh my god. Just like
Anyway.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
I don't-
We got
let me
really
continue.
hot topic of that.
I genuinely don't really like any of the designs. Like, okay, Lefty is
I
cool.
love Lefty.
Lefty's
Lefty's great.
Lefty gets a pass. Scrap Baby is I don't like Baby much to begin with, and
Yeah.
having her made out of trash is just weird and not really all that spooky.
Molten Freddy is okay.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know. It does. To me, it needs a little more structure, because it's literally just a bundle of wires with face, basically. Like, I wish it had a little more form, if that makes sense,
Yeah.
of some kind. But I don't hate Molten Freddy.
Yeah.
But other than the models, I think everything else about this game is really good.
Well, I'm fucking surprised we've gotten like this far into Pizzeria Simulator, and not once has Squirty fucking simped and like busted so many nuts over fucking #1 crate over here.
Listen, he's the best character in the whole game. #1 crate.
Bro, you gotta realize they introduced Mr. Hippo in this game, bro. I fucking love Mr. Hippo.
This game introduced the fucking FNaF All Stars of Mr. Hippo, #1 crate, Lefty,
Yeah.
the best characters in the entire series.
Okay, well.
You can buy a murderous robot bear for $5.
Have we really talked about the gameplay all that much? Or did we just talk about like characters and ramble on about Scrap Trap for a while?
No, we just talked about models. I can talk about the gameplay if
we
you
can,
want.
let's talk about the gameplay like really quick here. I feel like Pizzeria Simulator is obviously like, and also like sister location too, and like we're not gonna be really counting like FNaF World all that much. Like, I feel like Pizzeria Simulator kind of like takes a stab with like how you can leave, because instead of you having to leave like at 6 a.m., you can only leave once all of your Among Us tasks are done. Sorry, I had to say that. My brain just thought of tasks like, nope, you gotta say Among Us now.
I think that's a really interesting, like, design choice aspect thing. You know, instead of having it on a timer, because that means that the nights can last forever. Your skill determines the length of the nights. Good luck, Lamau.
Oh yeah, another thing that we completely forgot to talk about, and like, even though like people can like meme on this all they want, I actually do really like this scene. Beep. Connection terminated. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
The connection terminated thing is actually pretty good. I like it.
This has, at least to me, the best ending, right?
Yeah.
Like, some of the best gameplay in the series, because I really like I like both of or all three, I guess, technically. Well, the salvage thing could use a little work, but both the Tycoon and the in-game pizzeria are both really good. The Tycoon's just kind of like a fun break from everything. You get some nice mini games, and it's very nice, very funny. There's some funny jokes, and also you can get sued.
Yeah. Legal Woes, yeah.
And then you end the night and you shit your pants.
Yeah. Also, okay, but I know when I come to this, you're not allowed to say anything about it until we actually get to the game. I know that you are going to have major complaints about the connection terminated thing once we get to security breach. That's all we're going to say. We cannot continue until we get to security breach. But honestly, I would probably
They
say.
pissed on my fucking spring trap.
But honestly, I'm having a tough time figuring out where I want to put this game. I'm kind of say it's
at least for me, it is. At least for me, it's the easiest S. Like I love this game. It's best boy. It's my favorite.
It's like in B tier, like top of B tier. I'm not saying it's like I don't like this game compared to like the other 4 up here, because like the other 4, these are essentially like, you know, gold mines of like the original Five Nights at Freddy's games. But honestly, it's just like I like this game. There's not really a whole lot more that they really could have added that would make it better than these, since, you know, he struck gold with the first one, couldn't really replicate. Well, I mean, he could replicate with the other ones, but like not as successfully, if you get what I'm saying. So, yeah.
Also, one more. I get to say one more thing. The soundtrack has no reason to slap as well as it does.
The soundtrack is pretty good.
Bro, shout out to Leon Riskin. I think that's his name.
Yeah,
man,
Leon Riskin,
man really popped off.
Considering that he created like fucking smashing windshields, dude. Like, oh, come on.
Nowhere to Run, Smashing Windshields, Legal Woes, Just Add Water. All of those are really good.
Yeah.
I like them all.
Alrighty. Now let's go on to Ultimate Custom Night, or UCN. I gotta say, like, this game kind of like encapsulates like Five Nights at Freddy's 2 like perfectly. It's just a bunch of utter fucking chaos, and you have no idea what the hell is going on half the time.
I really like this game. I've played a fair bit of it. And I think it's got just a really solid gameplay loop, and it's just fun. It's fun to try to beat your high score, try out new animatronics and strategies.
But that's like
just a fun game.
That's like the weird thing for me, like the constant loop or something like that. I guess it kind of like just bores me after a while or something like that. I know there's theories saying like this is essentially like William Afton's like personal hell, and like even versions of himself are like here to like mock him of like, you know, what kind of person he has become over time and stuff like that. But like this game is pretty good. I won't, like, if I were to rank this, I wouldn't like rank it higher than like 3 or 1, or maybe I would rank it higher than 3, maybe not. But like, I'm not saying like it's S tier category for me. I can't really figure out what exactly I don't really like about Ultimate Custom Night all that much. Maybe it's just a loop.
I mean, maybe it's just like, because they're really, what you see is what you get.
Yeah.
Like there's not really a whole lot of, I don't, like if you're not a big fan of the gameplay loop and just trying to beat your high score, then there's really not much else here.
Yeah. It's because like, I feel like that's the reason why I don't really like think it's like one of the top tier games. I mean, it's just like,
and like this is like the only FNaF game with no lore.
Yeah.
I mean, there's like little tiny death lines, right?
Wasn't it like the Japanese like related, not like the fucking Chica's high school thing. I'm not gonna
the anime ripoff.
Like the fucking like epic, like edgy and dark. What is it like? I don't know like if Matt Pat was correct about this, but wasn't it like the Japanese like subtitles like did not match what the characters were saying like at all?
Yeah, I think that was a thing.
I think that was, yeah.
I don't know. They're as opposed to the other FNaF games, which are like a lore buffet. This is like a lore 10-piece McNugget at McDonald's.
Yeah. And also, speaking of which, and I'm sorry that I have to say this, since that you mentioned the death lines, well, it seems that your story has ended. Very sorry to hear about that. It was always I love Mr. Hippo's stupid ass stories that he fucking tells at when you die. Oh, it's just so fucking stupid just hearing him. It's like out of all of like the other like the mediocre melody characters, like I love it how it's just like they have like this small chance of saying like this really dark encrypted stuff while a soul is telling them what to say in the background. Mr. Hippo's like, all right, it's time for me to tell you a story, my good sir. Like he's just
and then you got Big Batch over here just like busting out his banjo solo.
I kind of like Pig Patch just because like every single time where he says like this weird like edgy line, just like it was like that was a dignified death. Well, not really. Actually,
Not really. It was
quite pathetic, and it's just a fucking banjo just plays in the background. Oh my god, it's hilarious. But
even monkeys fall from trees.
All right. Well, this is also like when it comes to like Pizzeria Simulator, because yeah, originally Ultimate Custom Night was supposed to be like DLC to like, or not really DLC because the game was free, but it's like it was supposed to be like a custom night for Pizzeria Simulator, but then it became like its own unique base game. So I'm having a hard time deciding like where I want to put this game.
I put it at low A tier.
I'll probably put like at low A tier for now. I could probably like come back and change it later, but yeah. All right, so we are done with the Click Team Fusion series. Now we are in like the Steel Wool series. I don't know if Special Delivery counts as Steel Wool. I don't know if it was made by. I think it was made by Steel Wool. Yeah.
No, or Special Delivery. No, that was made by a separate mobile game studio. But
we'll get there.
You want to just get Special Delivery out of the way, because for me, D tier. I don't care. I don't want to discuss it. I don't like there is nothing to discuss. Yeah, slap it in D or F or whatever.
Let's put this like in
Get the fuck out of my FNaF series.
I'm so sorry for saying this. If some people get offended by me like all the tube fans of this game. If somehow if you're a fan of this game, I just don't like fucking Special Delivery, because all you do is spin around in circles. I think isn't there like microtransactions in this game or some shit?
It's a mobile game, so probably.
But
I don't
like Special Delivery.
I don't care. I don't want to discuss it. It's just a stupid spinning simulator mobile game, and I'm putting it in the bottom tier. We do not have to discuss it.
Okay.
Die.
There you go. We're done. Okay. Next is Help Wanted. I actually really, really like the concept. I don't have a VR headset to play Help Wanted.
Yeah.
If I did, I would 100% like fucking play that like any single given chance that I could. But like, I absolutely love Help Wanted's overall like gameplay stance. How it has like, not only does it have like the first like 3 Five Nights at Freddy's like gameplay stuff like that, but also has like a bunch of goodies like
4 technically.
Well, I don't really count like the Night Terror.
It includes like bits from Floor, because I think it has like 1 or 2 full nights from Five Nights at Freddy's 4 and then the plush trap mini games.
I don't know, but I gotta say, like, I really love, you can't really see my cursor, but I really love Help Wanted, because like it's just really, really fucking good, because like a lot, like for like years people are like saying like, oh, I wonder what like Five Nights at Freddy's VR would be like. Oh, I wonder what Five Nights at Freddy's VR would be like that'd be so fucking scary. Hearing people's opinions about Help Wanted, some people have actually gone on record and said like this game is how Five Nights at Freddy's was actually meant to be played, not like the sit and survive click and horror thing, like actually like full on body motion like capture and shit like that. Like you're in like this fucking room and like the animatronics is huge and you're just like shitting yourself the entire time. If I had a VR headset, I would 100% play this, no questions asked. I would love playing this game someday, but I don't have one yet, so there's not really a whole lot I can really add on to this. I mean,
it's just a really solid spooky game. You know,
there is quote unquote lore in this, but it's mostly just like, oh, there's this weird bunny thing that's like corrupting the game, and that's it. To be honest,
this also lays the groundwork for Security Breach to have the worst ending in the history of endings, but we'll get back to that later.
Yeah. Well, what do you mean like get back? Literally, I'm about to like rank this like very soon here, but it's like I really love Help Wanted. I wish I could play it. The gameplay is really fucking good. The characters' designs, when you see them like up close, is actually like fucking horrifying. I especially love the the parts and service part of the game. I
Yeah.
absolutely love that because you get like so close up to the animatronics. You can like interact with them and like do like Markiplier and fucking booping them on the snoot, punching them and shit like that. Oh my god, I love that. In my opinion, this is like hard S rank. Like fucking.
I actually put it at the top of A tier.
Because like I just love everything about this game.
If I played it myself in VR, I might have something different to say. But I think it belongs at the top of S or A.
Because weirdly enough, we're about to get this like almost like right now. Weirdly enough, like the three games that I have never played in the Five Nights at Freddy's series is just Help Wanted, Special Delivery, still not ever to play this fucking stupid game, and Security Breach. I'm not even gonna like talk about this game at all because this doesn't even deserve.
Well, to be fair, you do need a miracle from God to actually be able to run Security Breach on any platform.
Yeah. God, like imagine you trying to play on your laptop, it would just fucking like shut down, like explode from the inside.
Bro, if I even think about playing Security Breach, my laptop will instantly combust.
You know what? All right, you know what? Fuck it. It's time we talk about Security Breach. I think the game is all right. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I know like people are like shitting themselves like after years and years of like making like funny like fake teasers and like animations or like fan made games about like free roaming mode and like Five Nights at Freddy's as a whole. While I do really like the concept and stuff like that, the game itself is just all right. And of course, whenever I talk about Security Breach with Qwerty, the only thing that he can really fucking talk about is like how much he doesn't like it just because how they fucking completely massacred.
Well, to be fair, I have other reasons to not like the game. That is not my only reason. It is
his only reason.
The most important one.
But just like, yeah, because like
he pissed on my fucking connection terminated.
Yeah.
Look how they massacred my boy.
Especially like how they brought back Springtrap yet again. Like, don't get me wrong.
And they didn't even do anything cool with him. Like, I might have been cool with them bringing back Springtrap if they did literally anything cool with him. But no, he literally just comes up for 2 seconds because they clearly just ran out of time and threw him in there because they didn't know what else to do and they didn't want to have to delay the game again.
Okay, but like, real talk though, I actually really, really fucking like Burn Trap's design. Burn Trap looks really, really good. I like it.
All the designs in this game look really good. The environments look great. Like the actual place, the place this takes place in looks great. All the animatronics look really solid. The problem is literally everything else.
Can I also just mention really quick here? I'm going to fucking call out the entire goddamn Five Nights at fucking Freddy's community right now. I literally, like, shit you not, when I was looking up this goddamn fucking image for Bird Trap, the first fucking thing that pulled up once I actually, like, wanted to, like, look up Burn Trap, when I looked up, okay, Burn Trap, it just said Burn Trap in a wheelchair.
I can't do anything.
No, the reason why I also
I'm in a fucking wheelchair.
Not only do I like Burnt Trap's voice and I love his design and stuff like that, I just fucking love it. And I lose my shit every single time when someone just calls him Peepaw Willie. It's just so fucking funny. He's just fucking this old man who just like forgot to like take his medication. He's like, "There's dead kids out here." I'm sorry. I don't really know who made the edit for this. I'll probably like put like a credit like on the screen right now. But like, this is a good design. This is like a fucking great joke that I love that they just fucking put into goddamn like Security Breach memes. It's just Peepaw Willie.
I do
oh my god.
The things that redeem Security Breach. That one Music Man segment is pretty cool. Endos are okay, even though they stole that from the Joy of Creation. Models look pretty good, and then the rest of the gameplay is awful. And then it takes just the fattest shit on the lore.
Plus, I heard the bugs are like fucking horrible
yeah,
to deal with.
Yeah, that too. Like, bro, You released an alpha version, my man. What are you doing?
Unfortunately, as much as I hate to
And
say
also,
this, I think like there's
also like all here. No, I'm cutting.
oh,
I'm
okay.
cutting you off. Haha.
Unless you were going to talk about the characters.
No, I was going to talk about the endings.
Oh yeah, the endings. Spoilers, by the way.
Like even the not lore ruining endings are bad. The entire game really just suffers from whoopsie, we pulled it out of the oven too early, because
Yeah.
it feels very much rushed and patched together. Especially the burn trap ending, which I swear to God they pulled out of their ass because they didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
Like they saw the deadline was in a week. They were like, "Shit, we gotta throw something together. We don't have a canon ending yet. What the fuck?"
I was gonna make like a really bad joke about Pete Paul William, but I'm not gonna say it. I'll probably tell you afterwards. But like, essentially, just like I feel like there's like three characters. There's only three characters that I actually like in Security Breach: Glamrock Freddy, the daycare attendant, and Burn Trap. Yeah, I know. Oh my god, that one medic isn't simping over Roxanne. Oh my god, well we have to fucking burn him at the stake next week. No, I'm not a big fan of Roxanne. I'm just saying it right now. I honestly got you know what? I don't even care. Hate on me all you want. I don't care. I do not like Roxanne. I do not like Chica, and I don't like Monty the Alligator either.
I like their designs. I think they're well designed, and I think having them have actual character traits might have been interesting, if you actually did literally anything with it, that
plus they also
it could have been a neat concept.
Plus with Glamrock Chica, they also finally decided to throw in the haha fucking decades old meme from like Garrett Williamson where it's like Chica's obsessed with pizza and stuff like that. Yeah. Because there's like that one baking section in the game and they just threw in that joke, so Although a free roaming Five Nights at Freddy's game is like,
also it's not scary in the slightest.
No, it's not. It's not like, although like before, like I was like publicly defending all like Five Nights at Freddy's games and like if you don't like them because like they're not scary, they can still get you. Security Breach is not one of those games. Like, it's not scary.
I don't know. They forgot to do a lot of things, like have a coherent plot, have a functioning game. They forgot to put the scary in.
Even though like after watching like maybe like 100 fucking, like if you sat me down, makes people watch like 100 fucking theory videos about like what the hell's up with Vanny, I would still not get her at all. I just do not get her. Like even if they're talking about like, oh, like Vanny is Vanessa or something like that, but it's like, but why? But what? Why? I don't understand. Like this is actually like really confusing. I just don't understand. Is it because like
I'm pretty sure whoever the scriptwriter for this game is did a fat line of coke before writing this game.
Yeah. Because like I don't fucking understand. Also, one thing that I just remembered that I wanted to say, like, back, like I didn't even think about this until, like, now. I'm just going to say this right now. Five Nights at Freddy's 1, 2, and 3 had the best iterations of, like, a character that, like, fills you in on what you're supposed to do, and, like, I absolutely love the phone guys. I mean, like, yeah, I can obviously understand, like, there's no phone guy at Five Nights at Freddy's 4, Hand Unit in Five Nights at Freddy's, Help Wanted, Pizzeria Simulator, Sister Location. I read those all out of order. Security Breach and whatever fucking games. I don't like Hand Unit. I don't really like Hand Unit all that much.
Blasphemy. Oh, I forgot to talk about another reason I love Pizzeria Simulator. All the other endings are really fucking funny.
Yeah. And we're surprised that you can even get dressed in the morning. Take this fucking take the certificate of mediocrity. You are now blacklisted.
You see, Pizzeria Simulator. That's how you do a game with multiple endings. Security Breach. That's how you just take a fat shit over any semblance of plot, ending, like just really anything.
In the previous games, to be honest, especially with like the burn trap thing, because like. Again, like, even though, like, afterwards, like, Courtney's, like, not like, oh, it's not, like, the main thing about... If I were to talk to you afterwards about Security Breach, you would probably shit on Burn Trap some more.
I would.
Like
it's not the only terrible aspect of the game, but it's the most important terrible aspect of the game.
And I'm truly sorry. Like I'm just, although like as I was gonna say before, although Security Breach was actually going to be like a really promising like free roam game, they really, like as you said, they really took this out of the oven way too early, unfortunately. So
I'm just gonna I'm gonna put this one at the top of D.
Yeah, but say I can't really put this in C tier because that means it's like better than like it's slightly better in like this fucking piece of shit game, but like I don't prefer it like over Sister Location. In fact, I'd probably play Sister Location more than Security Breach.
I will say this. I think Steel genuinely actually does care about making good games.
Yeah.
I am kind of excited for the Ruin DLC,
Yeah.
I think, or I hope that they've kind of learned their lesson a bit, and they're actually going to make something that's fun and enjoyable, perhaps.
And hopefully they'll like hire like a bunch of like animators and coders that can like really help out with making this game like as best as possible. And then maybe at some point maybe I'll rank Security Breach higher. Maybe like if it's a really good game, I can rank it like at A or maybe B or maybe S tier if we're really lucky. But like
I don't know. I hope Ruin is good because Steel knows how to make a good game. I mean, they made Help Wanted.
Yeah, I mean, come on, dude.
They know what they're doing. They just rushed the hell out of this one, and they got too big for their britches.
God, imagine
so
like
it's kind of like
I haven't really seen a whole lot of like trailers or anything like that for the Ruin DLC. Imagine like we were like so.
They don't exist.
Yeah, that's because maybe because they would like imagine like we were like so hyped up for like the Ruin DLC. But then, like, imagine, like, the day the fucking DLC just drops, it's just like, haha, more funny burnt trap moments. Am I right, guys? More Peepaw Willie.
No, don't.
God, if they
I don't want to live in the dark timeline. No.
God, imagine, like, this video goes out of date and that actually fucking happens. I'm just gonna be laughing so goddamn hard. I'm sorry, like, Steelwell, I'm sorry that I'm shitting on this game, but, like, it's D tier. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm putting him at the top of D tier.
You had so much potential.
Maybe eventually this game might be good.
Maybe. Hopefully. Patent pending.
But right now, honestly, this game's not good. This game's hot garbage.
To be completely honest, I'm going to talk about a little bit of something that actually happened, So as I was like making, because like at my school that I have is like this gigantic fucking school. Like all grades are combined like this one giant ass school. There's like this welding class. It's like at the first floor. It's kind of like by some like middle school or like whatever it fucking was classes. This is relevant, I promise. And I overheard some kids talking about the new like Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach game and all that stuff. And I'm just like, oh yeah, I've heard about that. I don't think I'm really gonna be interested in it. I'm curious to know what their opinions are on the game after it's already came out. I mean, maybe like they're kids and they're probably just like, oh, it's still like a really great game. But honestly, like probably once they get older, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, Security Breach wasn't all that great, to be honest. That's just something funny I want to talk about. Oh, actually, speaking of Pizzeria Simulator, I know I'm randomly jumping back to this thing. Dude, I don't know if you ever saw this. Have you fucking seen like the CNN thing where it's like this firefighter like saves a Rockstar Freddy plushie? Oh my god! Okay, editor me, play a clip of that like right now.
Rockstar Freddy is a teddy. It belongs to a kindergartner in Florida, but for some reason, a first grader threw it onto the roof of the school, and the teddy bear's owner was crushed. But that's when the Cape Coral Fire Department got involved. They were probably relieved Rockstar Freddy wasn't a cat, and they pulled out all the stops to pull the teddy off the roof.
I fucking love that news clip so goddamn much because it's so wholesome. Because it's like, yes, he saved Freddy. Yes. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Like, that's the type of news I want nowadays. I don't want news where it's like, oh, the world's fucked. Like, I want to see the news about firefighters saving a Freddy Fazbear fucking plushie from a roof because a shithead toddler threw it up there. Oh, that's the kind of content I'm looking for nowadays. That's wholesome.
Here, let me. This is I feel like this. Here, I'm gonna send you something that just perfectly encapsulates my feelings towards Security Breach.
It's gonna be like some guy like shit. You can't see what he just posted right here. I'm just gonna play this. I'm just gonna play this. The circus clowns. Oh my fucking god, yeah.
You Security Breach, you lose, you're bad. Your characters are good, your game is shit.
I honestly, I would be surprised like if people like somehow hate us for that, but like it's okay. All right,
no, this is comedy.
I guess we're almost at the end of our tier list. Is there any games that we want to like reconsider, like changing around at all?
Okay, midway through, I reconsidered and I put FNaF 2 into A tier. I still think it's better than FNaF 1. I don't think it's S tier though.
I mean, I was actually thinking like maybe like I could do it like this, where it's like I really like Five Nights at Freddy's 4, but like I like Five Nights at Freddy's 2 more just because like it's like the nostalgic things, you know, like this is where like stuff start getting a little bit crazy with the lore and like people try to put together like what the hell is going on in this series and stuff like that. So
at least for me, the lore didn't really take off until like 3 and 4. That's when the lore started getting really good.
I mean, the lore for Five Nights at Freddy's 4 kind of just like, haha, we're jumping back in time now.
Well, like Five Nights at Freddy's 3, that's when the lore gets deep, and then it progressively gets more complicated.
Yeah. It's like fucking like Marvel movie type shit. Not really Marvel movie level type shit, but like...
What are you talking about?
Because like the fucking lore and like what movies you have to watch in order for Marvel is like fucking complicated and stuff like that. I was gonna say like Five Nights at Freddy's lore has something like that, but not really. Not a whole lot.
I guess I kind of see where you're coming from.
So
here I'll send you my final tier list.
His final tier. You know, actually, here what I'm gonna do right now is that I am going to take a screenshot of my tier list and I'm going to just put it in the video. I'm going to compare it to Cordy's tier list on the side. So like you will definitely see mine compared to his, and you could like look back and forth.
And also, I did order the games within the tier.
Yeah, that's
like,
fine.
Oh, actually, hold on. Do I want to do that? I'm debating on whether I like Ultimate Custom Night more than 1 or 2 or less. Actually, hold on.
I'm not gonna save that until like you
Because at least like Ultimate Custom Night is not scary, but at the same time, it's not trying to be scary. Like it's just trying to be a challenging, you know, skill-based type.
Wait, Cordy.
Fun game.
I have a great idea.
Well,
You should change the Micah category to Matt from Day Shift at Freddy's.
Oh,
nobody fucking likes Matt. I don't like Matt in Day Shift at Freddy's.
Nobody here. I think I'm gonna bump up Ultimate Custom Night actually, because I really like the gameplay loop there. It's very solid. I moved it up slightly in the ranking.
Yeah, that makes sense. So
like it's not scary, but at the same time, it's not really trying to be. So it's just fun skill-based thing.
Well, I guess as you see, as you can see on screen right now, here's my tier list on the left, and here's Cordy's tier list on the right. Obviously, these are opinion based, and you know they're not going to 100% be the same.
These are opinions, and you're welcome to have your own.
Yeah.
But if you have your own, I'm coming to your house and I'm going to break your kneecaps. Just to be perfectly clear.
No, he's only going to come to your house and break your kneecaps if you call Special Delivery a good game.
No, it's the opposite. I'm going to break your kneecaps if you call Pizzeria Simulator bad, because that is simply factually incorrect.
But yeah, as you're seeing on screen now, here's our tier list. It's not going to be a surprise if I tell you, but we've been talking about Five Nights at Freddy's for like a solid hour. That just goes to show.
Yes.
It just goes to show like how much we fucking love these games, how much they've like impacted our lives.
How much we love most of these games. Security Breach.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you everybody so much for watching. I am That One Medic. This is Cordy, and I'm signing off.